Hi everyone. Faculty members are reporting that their #1 Flex Hybrid Challenge is engaging students in the virtual classroom. If you are tired of rows of black boxes and the sound of crickets when you ask questions, here are a few tips that Bill Hoogterp provides in his webinar called Own the Room. This quick video highlights 5 C's for A+ engagement. When it comes to motivating students to engage in synchronous meetings, the first C is community invitation. Start the class by immediately asking students to do something that helps build a sense of community. There is a collective positive social motivation on that first day. Capitalize on this by signaling that this class is all about them, their knowledge, and their creative solutions. You might ask a student to edit their name by adding a fun personal descriptor like, I might be Rebecca, the provider of TLC in the CLT. You might poll the class and discuss the results. You might ask all the students to respond to a question in the chat or on a shared document, and then have the students share out a classmate's answer. So the first C is community invitation. The second C is command the room with care. Use humor and kindness. Take a confident approach by expecting student engagement and make participation a norm right from day one. Make sure to notice the students and their reactions, anticipate their needs. Draw out the students who seem hesitant by calling on them when you have low-stake questions. Use activities like Around the Room, which invites an answer from every single person. This way you can check for understanding, you can encourage diverse answers, you can include everyone. Be sure to keep the energy high and keep the class moving along. This will require preparation and practice for your delivery. So we've talked about community invitation, command the room with care, and next are some camera tricks. To increase student engagement, you must be engaging. Fill the frame of your camera like the rock star that you are. Look into the camera lens instead of at your screen. This way, students will see the intensity and the excitement in your eyes. Be sure that your camera's at eye level by stacking books under your computer or by using a webcam. Lean in and be sure that you are front lit. Backlighting, awkward angles, and downcast eyes will not communicate your enthusiasm. Along with community invitation, commanding the room, camera tricks, consider communication dimensions. Don't let your content be one-dimensional. Instead of simply stating information and dispensing content, use your body to convey the content. Use your voice. Use gestures, move in the space to communicate the ideas that you want your students to know. Mix sitting and standing. Fill your whole screen and provide plenty of nonverbal punctuation. The final C is call to action. If students feel invited into the community, if you are commanding the room, if you are using your camera effectively and communicating with your entire self, you're ready to call the students to action. The key to keeping communication flowing is ongoing student feedback, both verbal and nonverbal. Ask students to summarize what they just heard you or a classmate say. Ask students to make choices, to demonstrate opinions or vote using a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Have students rate something from 1 to 5 or self-assess from 1 to 10 by putting up fingers. Do not stop with one question. Ask 1 or 2 follow-up questions. You might ask if students agree or disagree using the thumbs up and thumbs down. You can ask students about the results of responses, the average opinions, and hypothesize about what might be next. Remember, when it comes to nonverbal student feedback, be sure to stay aware of student accommodations and adjust accordingly. Thank you for joining me for these 5 C's that lead to A+ engagement. If you would like more information, please join me for a Flex Hybrid workshop in which we will discuss these tips and more. and demonstrate some techniques so that you can learn to be as engaging as possible in your virtual classrooms. See your calendar invitations under Flipped Classroom Workshops.